Hi, my name's Adam Grokey. I'm the CEO and founder of Sherlok. I was once a broker, and I'm very proud to have built Sherlok with an amazing team to help make the brokers the hero. Now, Sherlok is the #1 and only client retention and refinancing platform in Australia, and we're built exclusively for mortgage brokers to help mortgage brokers retain their clients for longer and instantly refinance those clients. Now, how Sherlok works for the broker is we use artificial intelligence and machine learning to predict who's likely to leave or most at risk of leaving you in your existing trail book. Then what we do is we actually reprice that client with the same lender. And this is the retention part of our platform. We know if that client's on a cheaper interest rate, on a competitive interest rate, they are significantly less likely to leave the broker. If that lender rate is still not competitive, you can entice them to refinance with an instant comparison. And that's a single click refinancing option for you to entice a refinancing conversation with that customer. Now that is all branded as the broker and pushing you, the broker, as the hero. Now, why partner with Sherlok? Well, to build larger loan books. If you can keep your clients for longer, you're not going to have a leaky bucket, and therefore your clients are going to stay for longer. You have more trail income, which means you can employ more staff to grow your business. Also increase your settlements. Brokers are using Sherlok not only as a retention tool, but also as a growth tool to generate more refinance leads from their existing book and re-engage in those customers in a refinancing conversation. And happy brokers and also happy clients, because Sherlok does the work. It's branded as the broker, and brokers are generating more referrals. Brokers are happy that they're doing less work to maintain the relationships and keep those clients with them for longer. Now, some of the key results we've been getting with Sherlok is the average reprice savings is almost $3,000 just by repricing an existing customer, because we're identifying the clients that are at risk of leaving the broker. And as I mentioned before, they're typically on uncompetitive rates or higher rates than what they could get if they went to market. The revenue that is then generated from a refinance lead is $7,200. So our subscription cost, which is anywhere from $99 to $249 per month, is more than covered by one refinance lead that is generated. One broker actually generated 4 refinance leads in the first 2 weeks of using Sherlok, which was just fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll give you a demo of the platform and how it works. So what you'll see when you first come into the dashboard, actually I should start with when you do onboard with Sherlok, you sign up through our website. The onboarding process will only take you 5 minutes, and your data will be pulled through within 24 hours into our system, which is fantastic. So it's a very low touch, low effort process to onboard and get started with us, because we've automated all that in the background. What you'll see when you first come in, you'll see this dashboard. So you see your overall trail book retention score and some key numbers here. So you can see what the engine is doing for you and what our platform is doing for you. Now, there's 2 ways to actually trigger a reprice. The first one is you can come in here and you can actually search the client and then kick off a reprice. So in this example, I'll search Greg 143. And I can actually trigger a reprice. So if I'm speaking to this client now, I can just say, Greg 143, look, what I'll do is I'll reprice your loan, and I'll send you an email with the outcome of that and if we should consider refinancing. You click reprice now, which is this icon here, and you confirm that you'd like to reprice this client. And that's actually all you need to do as the broker. Our back end, our systems, our processes have done the rest of the work in submitting that reprice to the lender. That reprice will be sitting in the reprices tab. So that'll be sitting in the in progress tab here. So you can keep an eye on the progress of that. And you can see that it's sitting with the lender and it was sent today. Now, what you'll also do is our engine every Friday night will queue up the clients that you need to be repricing, and you'll get a notification of this. They will be sitting here in your reprices queue, and you need to come in here and action that. And you action it just by clicking the approve button, or if you wanted to, you can actually cancel that reprice. So you can click cancel. You can add some comments in here as to why you've canceled that, and it might be that you just spoke to the client yesterday and they've decided to fix, and you can postpone this until a new date, or you can cancel this so that we won't look at repricing this client in the future, and our engine will not look at that loan again. If you postpone it to a new date, you can actually select the date you want to postpone it to, and you can put that for a time in the future. Click OK, and then that is dealt with, and that will be removed from your queue. So again, this queue here is the clients that Sherlok Engine, our artificial intelligence, has predicted are most likely to leave you. To approve these, you just need to click the tick, and that will approve these. If there's anything that's different from every lender's process, and every lender does have a slightly different process, it will notify you here. So for example, if I approve this one, it's with Commonwealth Bank, and Commonwealth Bank, our system knows, and the process is that you need to get an updated residential postcode for that client. So you can click Sherlok can do it, and we will contact the client with an email branded as the broker for them to update that postcode. And once they've completed that, it will then actually send it off to CBA for repricing. If you know that client's most recent and updated residential postcode, you can enter it here yourself, or you can ask your client and you can send them this link. And this link is will be unique to that client. We'll ask them to put in their postcode. Once you've done that, so majority of our brokers are using us to save them time. So they're putting in here, Sherlok can do it. You click send, and that's actually all completed. In your progress tab, what you'll see here is you'll see that that one that we just approved then is actually waiting on the client to complete that. And once the client's completed that, it'll be sent to the lender, and then the lender will respond, and that will be sitting in your lender response tab. The lender response tab has the outcome of the reprice. So it'll have all the client's details. It'll have the loan amount, the property value, the LVR. It'll have the previous rate they were on and the new rate that's been offered to that client if the reprice has been approved. So it'll have the outcome of the reprice here. Now, one thing to be aware of is the property value is today's property value. So we've got algorithms that track today's property value versus what it was at settlement, which also gives us an updated estimated LVR. And when a reprice request is sent through to lender, it will actually take the aggregate, the total borrowings of that customer, and put it all through as one reprice. So it will draw all the other loans with the same lender automatically from your trail book in that reprice. Now, in this instance, we've had the lender approve the reprice. It's 3.1 reduced from 3.33. And you then take actions. You can preview and send the email. So by clicking this button, you can actually choose if you want to include refinance comparisons or exclude refinance comparisons from the email template that is sent out. So as you can see, your logo is here, and this is all copy that you can actually edit, and I'll show you how to do that in a second in the template editor. But you can see here that we've got the interest rate, we've got the good news that we've reduced it, and the savings for the client is $608 per year. However, because we've chosen to include the comparisons here, it's actually going to include the lowest fixed and variable rate that matches this client's loan profile, and put the lowest fixed and the lowest variable in here. Now, this is an active link. So if they click in this box, which is click here to discuss refinancing, you'll get notified automatically by SMS and email that a client wants to discuss refinancing with you. If you don't want to include comparisons, you can actually put exclude comparisons, and the template automatically updates, and you can see it's taken those comparisons out. If for some reason you wanted to call the clients and let them know the good news over the phone, you can do that, and you can actually just move this to completed and not send any communication to the client as well. If you did want to customize any of these emails, down the bottom, you've also got to send to me to forward the email. If you click send, that won't go to the client, it will go to your inbox. So you can edit that and actually send that to the client if you wanted to put a customized message in there. So this is all branded as you, and you've got full control over that. If the lender has declined the reprice, again, you can click the template and you can include comparisons, and you can entice refinancing conversations here as well. Now, once you've done that, you're going to have all of your reprices sitting here in the completed list. And what you can do in your completed list is you can view the email that was sent to that client. You can also add comments, or you can edit any of the information. One thing you'll also see in the lender response is you will see some back channel messages in here if there's a response from the lender, or the engine will put updates in here as to what's occurred. So if you get a message from the client, that will be shown in here as well if they reply to an SMS that's sent to them. Now, once you've actually sent an email to the client by clicking here, if it had include comparisons in that email, which had this active link, and again, if they click this link, you're going to get notified that that's a refinance lead, that's actually going to sit in your reprices leads. So if the client hasn't clicked that link, it'll sit in your prospecting list. So your prospecting list is going to be a list of every single client who you've sent an email enticing them to refinance with refinance comparisons, and they can save more than $1,000 per year by refinancing. So this is a really good way to prospect your existing database. If they've clicked on that link, they're going to move into a new lead, and you'll get notified by SMS and email straight away, because this is a hot lead to contact, and you can action that and you can move that to in progress. And then from in progress, you can then mark that as completed, and you can use this as a pipe drive system for your new refinance leads. We're getting a lot of brokers who are getting fantastic results, not just from their clients clicking on that link, but also using this prospecting list as a proactive, very strong sales tool to call their clients. Now, I'll quickly show you the profile. So in here, you can update your account information, where you can put a photo of yourself and your logo. That will be updated in the email template. You also have what's called the control panel, and this allows you to update and also control the Sherlok engine. So you can control our system. You can turn it off if you wanted to take a break for a little while and not do repricing or generate refinance leads. If you've got it turned on, the system will actually do that. And it will continue to work and queue them up every single Friday night for the next batch of clients you need to be repricing. You can dial up and down how many refinance leads you want per month. So if, for example, you've got 3 leads in here, it might be generating 20 reprices that are going to be processed every month. If you up that to 6 refinance leads, our system is going to reverse engineer how many refinance leads need to be processed based on your conversion rates of how many clients are clicking that email. So in this instance, instead of queuing up 20, it's going to queue twice as much, being 40. You can put in a email address here for who you want the refinance leads to go to, and you can choose if you want to be CC'd or BCC'd into all the client communication that goes out from the system. What we also have is we also have the lender selection. So you can select who you're accredited with, and also you can see, because I'm not accredited with these lenders, it's actually turned them off in the refinance comparisons. Now I can be accredited with a lender, but I don't want the refinance comparisons or this lender to be included in those refinance comparisons. So if they're turned off, our system will not look at any of their products and include them in the refinance comparisons when you click include comparisons in those templates. Now you can edit all of these email templates here. It's as simple as clicking on the email template you want. You open that and you select the copy that you want, and you can put your custom text in here. You can actually disable all of these if you wanted to reduce the length of that email, or you can at any time go back to the default copy or put in your custom copy. Now, a little thing I'm going to show you here is you can choose which refinance comparison templates you have in this email. So for example, template 1, you can have the lowest fixed and variable rate that matches their loan profile, and you can include the lender's logo if you wanted to. If you select refinance comparison template 2, then it will say fixed rates from and variable rates from. So it's much looser terminology. You've also got an email signature down here, and a hot tip that what brokers are doing is in this custom, this last box here, they're actually putting their Calendly link or their diary appointment link. So their clients are booking appointments directly in their diary to discuss refinancing. You can test that email, or you can click save and close, and that will save that and update that. So every time it generates the email template for you, it's going to be populated with the copy that you've got here. Now, one other thing, which is a new feature we've released, is you can actually authenticate your email domain. So instead of the emails to your clients coming from Sherlok, they're actually going to come directly from your email address. So you can update that here. So the clients are actually getting emails from your email address with your branding, with your language, with your name, as if it's come from you, but we've done all the work in the background. Thank you very much for watching this. Really appreciate it. Have a look. We've got a 21-day free trial if you wanted to sign up, and then after there we'll ask for credit card details if you want to proceed. We're getting some fantastic results, and if you do see any features you'd like us to build, absolutely let us know, because we're built by brokers for brokers, and that's why we've got the platform that we do today. Thank you very much.